Today we're taking a look at these NBA matches, which are happening on Thursday, March 3, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 500 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting picks that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Chicago Bulls vs Atlanta Hawks. The Chicago Bulls and Atlanta Hawks meet Thursday in NBA action at the State Farm Arena. The Chicago Bulls look for a win after winning 6 of their last 8 games. The Atlanta Hawks look for a win after splitting their last 8 games. Our first pick is Atlanta Hawks plus 4.5 points. And here is why. The Hawks are likely going to be missing at least one and possibly 2 of their most powerful weapons in this game. Leading scorer Trae Young is putting together a fantastic season, but he has battled an ankle injury recently and is questionable for Thursday's tilt. John Collins is the team's other most powerful offensive force, and he is doubtful Thursday due to a heel injury. Without these two on the court, the Hawks will be counting on their depth players, but they will be short-handed there as well with Onyeka Okongwu out of action after suffering a concussion against the Celtics. I am sticking with the home team in this one. The Hawks looked great for about 3 quarters in their last game. I believe that was a wake-up call, and they will bounce back against the injured Bulls. Chicago has now lost 2 straight games and they might lose their third. DeMar DeRozan struggled to score in their last game, and the Hawks will be able to limit him again. They have length and speed and will be able to efficiently score on the Bulls. According to dunksandthrees.com, the Bulls have the 21st least efficient offense in the league. They won't be able to stop Trae Young and the Hawks. They are currently scoring the 9th most points per game. As long as Trae Young plays and keeps staying aggressive, I see them covering the spread against the Bulls. The Bulls are allowing their opponents to shoot the 24th best shooting percentage in the NBA. They aren't stopping good jump shooting teams. Trae Young will be able to get into the middle of their defense to shoot floaters and pass the ball to their snipers on the wings. Atlanta has been playing better than their record shows. And our second pick is over 231. And here is why. On the defensive end of the court, the Hawks worry me a bit. They are giving up 111.5 points per game and allowing their opponents to shoot 46.5% from the floor. They give up too many easy looks and will need to apply more pressure if they want to rattle the Chicago Bulls offense. The one strong point on the defensive end for the Hawks comes when they are rebounding the ball. They are averaging 44.3 rebounds per game and will need to secure the ball as often as they can. The Bulls will take advantage of second or third chance looks if they allow them to grab the offensive board. Watch for the Hawks guards to poke the ball loose and try to turn it into easy points going the other way. Turning their defense into offense is one of the easiest ways for them to score. Clint Capella is one of the best shot blockers on this planet and has been doing a good job of protecting the paint for Atlanta. As a team, they are sending back 4.4 shots per game. This has allowed them to get out in the fast break and score easy points. Miami Heat vs Brooklyn Nets. The Miami Heat and Brooklyn Nets meet Thursday in NBA action at the Barclays Center. The Miami Heat look for a win after winning 9 of their last 11 games. The Brooklyn Nets need a win after losing 15 of their last 18 games. Our first pick is Miami Heat minus 3.5 points. And here is why. Miami beat Chicago 112-99 back on Monday before falling to Milwaukee on Wednesday night by just a point. In their game against Chicago, Miami was led by Tyler Herro and Gabe Vincent, who both dropped 20. Bam Adebayo and Jimmy Butler both chipped in with 15 points. Herro scored 30 points in the heartbreaking loss to Milwaukee, and Gabe Vincent, thrust in a starting role, scored 21 points. The Nets have lost 4 of their last 5 games and 6 of their last 7 home games. They have struggled offensively at home in recent games, averaging a little over 101 points per game in their last 4 home games. Even though they are expecting Kevin Durant back in the lineup for this game, his minutes will likely be restricted. They will also be without Kyrie Irving and Ben Simmons, which will be a problem for them going up against a Miami team that is 6th in the league in defensive efficiency. The Heat have won 6 of their last 7 road games, and they've been on fire offensively, scoring 120 points per game in their last 3 games, while making 51% of their shots. They are very aggressive on the offensive glass, which will lead to more scoring opportunities. They've also cut back on their turnovers in their last 3 games. The Nets aren't very good defensively, and they played worse in their last 3 games, giving up more than 120 points per game, and will have a hard time slowing down the Heat, so go with Miami to cover the spread. Our second pick is over 219.5 points. And here is why. Brooklyn is averaging 110.7 points per game. They scored 108 points in their last game, making 50% of their field goals and 40% of their three-pointers. James Johnson led the way for Brooklyn with 19 points and 3 assists. Seth Curry finished with 18 points, 4 rebounds, and 6 assists, while LaMarcus Aldridge added 16 points and 9 rebounds. Brooklyn has struggled defensively, giving up 111.6 points per game. They gave up 109 points in their last game and will need to play better if they want to win this game. Memphis Grizzlies vs Boston Celtics. The Memphis Grizzlies and Boston Celtics meet Thursday in NBA action at the TD Garden. The Memphis Grizzlies look for a win after winning 11 of their last 14 games. The Boston Celtics look for a win after winning 10 of their last 12 games. Ja Morant dropped a franchise-high 52 points in a 118-105 win over the Spurs on Monday night. Morant added 13 consecutive points during the fourth quarter to break the game open, following up a career-best 46 points in a win Saturday at Chicago by connecting on 22 of 30 from the field. He hit all 4 three-point tries as Memphis won its second straight. Memphis is 8-2 in its last 10 games and currently sit third in the Western Conference standings. The loss of Brown is a big one for the Celtics, as he is the reliable second big scoring option to complement Tatum on the offensive end of the floor. You don't just get guys like that out of nowhere, and while White carried the team down the stretch after Brown went down Tuesday, it's going to be a challenge for the Celtics here. Memphis is rolling along, and Morant put up a ridiculous stat line in the win over San Antonio, hitting 22 of 30 from the floor, en route to his career high of 52 points. While Boston is tough defensively, it's hard to defend a guy like Morant with the role that he's been on of late. Give the advantage to the Grizzlies, especially with Brown not there to provide the offensive firepower that the Celtics need to hang tough. And for our second pick, go with under 224.5 points. And here is why. For the season, the Celtics are 17th in the league in scoring offense, with an average of 109.2 points per game. Boston is third in the league in rebounding with 46.4 boards per contest, while they stand 17th in assists by handing out 23.9 assists per game. The Celtics are third in the league in scoring defense, as they allow 103.8 points per contest. Jaylen Brown is second on the team, with an average of 23.2 points, plus 6.2 rebounds per contest. Jason Tatum contributes 25.9 points plus 8.3 rebounds per contest, and Robert Williams 3 chips and 10 points, 9.8 rebounds plus 2.2 blocks a night. Al Horford, 10 points, 7.5 rebounds, and Grant Williams, 7.5 points, are other frontcourt options. Marcus Smart, 11.8 points, 5.4 assists, Derek White, 14 points, 5.3 assists, Peyton Pritchard, Daniel Theis and Aaron Nesmith are other key rotation pieces for Udoka. Boston is 20th in the league in field goal percentage, as they shoot 45.5% from the floor this season. The Celtics are 12th in the league in threes per game, as they hit 12.6 per contest, while they are 22nd in three-point field goal percentage by shooting 34.3% from beyond the arc. Brown, ankle, left Tuesday's game and is expected to miss this one. On the season, the Grizzlies are second in the league in scoring offense, as they average 113.9 points per game this season. Memphis is first in the league in rebounding with 49.3 boards a night, while the team is seventh by dishing out an average of 25.3 assists a night. The Grizzlies are in the middle of the pack defensively, as they are 14th in the league by allowing an average of 109.1 points per contest. Ja Morant leads the team as he averages 27.6 points, plus 6.6 assists a night. Desmond Bane puts up 17.5 points a game, while Jaren Jackson Jr. chips in 16.5 points and 6 boards a night. DeAnthony Melton, 10 points, and Steven Adams also are solid contributors on the offensive end of the floor this season. The Grizzlies also count on Kyle Anderson. Disclaimer, no financial advice. The information on this channel is provided for education and informational purposes only, without any express or implied warranty of any kind, including warranties of accuracy, completeness, or fitness for any particular purpose. The information contained in or provided from or through this channel is not intended to be and does not constitute financial advice, investment advice, trading advice, or any other advice. The information on this channel and provided from or through this channel is general in nature and is not specific to you, the user, or anyone else. You should not make any decision, financial, investment, trading, or otherwise, based on any of the information presented on this channel without undertaking independent due diligence and consultation with a professional broker or financial advisory.